Canada Post is once again in the headlines, and not for the best reasons. Once again, the Canadian Union of Postal Workers is pushing back, and this time it could mean serious delays across the country. So what's really going on behind the scenes? Let's break it down. On screen, workers sorting mail, a red stamp says overtime ban. As of this week, around 55,000 Canada Post employees have been told, no more overtime. The union has implemented a countrywide overtime ban, meaning no work beyond 8 hours a day or 40 hours a week. While this isn't a full strike yet, it's a big warning shot and could still lead to major mail delays. On screen, chart showing inflation, wage demands, and working conditions. So why now? The union says Canada Post's latest contract offers simply fall short. Workers are demanding a 19% wage hike after years of dealing with rising inflation. But wages aren't the only issue. Part-time weekend work has become a serious sticking point. Canada Post wants to hire more part-time employees who can work weekends and busy seasons without paying overtime. But the union says this move threatens job security and fair pay, especially if more staff are pushed into part-time roles working up to 30 hours a week. On screen, a collage of news headlines, visuals of community mailboxes, rural post offices. Things aren't looking great for Canada Post's bottom line either. They reported an $803 million loss in the first 9 months of 2024, with total losses since 2018 hitting a jaw-dropping $3.8 billion. A recent federal report called Canada Post effectively bankrupt and recommended big reforms. More package deliveries, rural office closures, and even scrapping daily door-to-door delivery for homes. But none of this is helping negotiations at the table, and now tensions are rising. On-screen footage of protests. Headlines about past strikes. The union had offered a 2-week truce to study the latest proposals, but Canada Post rejected it. In response, workers are sticking with the overtime ban, saying it will minimize disruptions while keeping up the pressure. But let's be real, if a full strike happens, it would halt nearly 8.5 million letters and over 1 million parcels per day. That's not just inconvenient, it's costly. Last year's strike hit small businesses hard, racking up $1.6 billion in losses. So, is Canada Post headed for another full-blown strike? That depends on whether the union and the corporation can reach common ground. Until then, expect slower service and keep an eye on your mailbox. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. How do you feel about the Canada Post strike?